arrived here, I would not change a thing. Knew that we'd survive here and all the goodness we would bring. Of this I sing. Everybody swimming in sunshine, everybody feeling fine. Everybody join the front line, ain't nobody left behind. Everybody swimming in sunshine, everybody feeling fine. Everybody join the front line, ain't nobody left behind. Everybody swimming.
Taking the good with the ups and downs. I wanna see how the world turns round. Let's go adventure in the deep blue sea. Home is with you wherever that may be. Home is with you wherever that may be.
Now that we've arrived here, I would not change a thing. Knew that we'd survive here and all the goodness we would bring. Of this I sing. Everybody swimming in sunshine, everybody feeling fine. Everybody join the front line, ain't nobody left behind. Everybody swimming in sunshine, everybody feeling fine. Everybody join the front line, ain't nobody left behind. Everybody swimming.
Home is with you wherever that may be. Home is with you wherever that may be.
Now that we've arrived here, I would not change a thing. Knew that we'd survive here and all the goodness we would bring. Of this I sing. Everybody swimming in sunshine, everybody feeling fine. Everybody join the front line, ain't nobody left behind. Everybody swimming in sunshine, everybody feeling fine. Everybody join the front line, ain't nobody left behind. Everybody swimming.
Taking the good with the ups and downs. I wanna see how the world turns round. Let's go adventure in the deep blue sea. Home is with you wherever that may be. Home is with you wherever that may be.
arrived here, I would not change a thing. Knew that we'd survive here and all the goodness we would bring. Of this I sing. Everybody swimming in sunshine, everybody feeling fine. Everybody join the front line, ain't nobody left behind. Everybody swimming in sunshine, everybody feeling fine. Everybody join the front line, ain't nobody left behind. Everybody swimming.
Taking the good with the ups and downs. I wanna see how the world turns round. Let's go adventure in the deep blue sea. Home is with you wherever that may be. Home is with you wherever that may be.
Now that we've arrived here, I would not change a thing. Knew that we'd survive here and all the goodness we would bring. Of this I sing. Everybody swimming in sunshine, everybody feeling fine. Everybody join the front line, ain't nobody left behind. Everybody swimming in sunshine, everybody feeling fine. Everybody join the front line, ain't nobody left behind. Everybody swimming.
with you wherever that may be.
Now that we've arrived here, I would not change a thing. Knew that we'd survive here and all the goodness we would bring. Of this I sing. Everybody swimming in sunshine, everybody feeling fine. Yeah.
Okay, good morning councillors, good morning officers, and welcome to the Ordinary Council meeting for the 12th of September 2023. Firstly, I'd like to begin with acknowledgement to country and acknowledge traditional custodians of the land in which we meet today, the Darumbal people, and pay my respects to the elders past, present and emerging. Also extend that respect to our neighbouring Aboriginal peoples within our local government area, the Gungaloo Nation people, the Barada, Kabalbara and Yetamarala people. Also acknowledging the Torres Strait Islander peoples whose lands are in the Torres Strait but who live and work on Aboriginal lands. Councillors, I'd like to welcome with an opening prayer, and I'd like to invite the Reverend David Elledge from the Peace Christian Church to say this morning's blessing. Thanks very much, Pastor.
Is it on now? Wonderful. I thought I should tell you that we actually have ministers that meet every Tuesday morning. We've been doing this weekly for 5 years, and we pray for this city every week. So often on a Tuesday when, once a month when you have a minister come here, sometimes it's one of those ones that's meeting weekly and sometimes it's one that doesn't. But I just thought you should know that we've got churches constantly praying for our city and our council. And you guys are at the coalface working hard, but you got the love and support and prayers of a whole heap of different people going on all the time. So let us pray. Father in heaven, we are grateful that we have your love and your kindness, and we ask, Lord, the grace of God at work in the city of Rockhampton. Lord, I thank you for this council and the men and the women that work hard to make our city a good city. And I pray you would help them as they, Lord, discuss matters today that concern us all. Give them wisdom and help them to think and discuss and to come to good outcomes. And I pray that the future of our city be in your hands. In Jesus' name, amen. Blessings.
Thanks very much, Reverend. And again, could you pass on our thanks to the other ministers for their thoughts and their operations and that as well. So thank you. Thanks very much. Okay, we have Councillor Fisher online, so we do have a full house, a full complement. Councillors, moving on from the confirmation of the minutes, could I have a mover and a seconder with the confirmation of the minutes from the meeting held on the 22nd of August 2023 be confirmed? Councillor Smith, seconded Councillor Wickerson. I'll put that. Those in favour? Those opposed? Motion's carried unanimously. Moving on to declarations in interest in matters on the agenda, councillors. We don't have any recorded ones, so if there are any... Oh, sorry, Councillor Smith.
16.1, I think.
16.1.
Talking about project update. Was that on the agenda or was that information bulletin? I can't remember.
It's a confidential agenda, so
Yeah, confidential.
we'll...
Yeah, the project status update. Yeah, the usual one.
Yeah, you still got to state them though.
It doesn't actually say what it is, but when I read it, I realised what it was.
Yeah,
Well, not much we can do about that, so I think you just got to state what it is.
Yeah, can I,
Yeah.
hang on, sorry, I haven't got it up. But
You're right.
it's talking about the project update for Mount Morgan Pipeline.
Yeah.
So I've got a conflict of interest because my nephew carts water to Mount Morgan, but also the intended pipeline goes past my brother's place in Cabra Road and my sister and brother-in-law's place on the corner of Poison Creek Road and Moomura Road.
Yeah, we're doing that previously. So
Okay,
just the council has to state.
And you'll
I'll leave
you'll
the
leave the
room.
meeting for that
Yeah, definitely leave the room. and
agenda
that's-
item. So we've got that recorded previously, so we'll cut and paste that in there, Councillor Smith. So thank you. Moving on now to business outstanding nil, public forum and deputations nil, petitions nil, and committee reports nil. So we'll move straight on to council officer delegate report 10.1. Leave of absence for myself for Tuesday the 19th of September and Tuesday the 26th of September. I hope
Happy to
someone-
move, Mr Mayor.
Yeah, move Councillor Smith, seconded Councillor Latcham. I'll put that. Those in favour? Those opposed? Motion's carried. Thank you, councillors. I just wouldn't have any time to do that one. So moving on to our officers' reports, councillors. 11.1, the risk register, the quarterly updates for as at the 21st of July 2023. And I'll hand over to Cassane to present that report. Good morning, Cassane.
Good morning, Mr Mayor and councillors. How are we all today? Presented to you today is management's latest review of the risk registers for adoption. Of note, this period, management have identified that 3 risks have had their future risk controls 100% completed, with progress on 7 others indicated. Existing controls for 13 other risks were added or amended. No risk ratings were amended for this period. I'll take the report as read and ask that Council adopts the risk registers as attached to the report. However, I do believe that Peter wanted to make a recommendation that 2 of those risks had where officers were, the risk owner was to move to somebody else.
Sorry.
He wanted to retain it under the originally nominated officer. Over to you, Peter.
Hand over to Peter there. There's a bit of change there. Peter, could you explain?
Yeah, I'll just explain. There's 2 projects and they are obviously up on the screen, and we're just reassessing. We are looking at how we manage the bushfire risk and where that best sits, and we've just got a bit more work to do on that, and it's the same with South Rockhampton STP. It's the responsibility for the risk. We're not changing the details or the
It's just
text.
the owner.
It's just who's going to own that risk in the organisation. So the next time we come back, we'll have that sorted and you can update then.
So in the current presentation, it shows that it was owned by somebody and there was a recommendation by the officer to move it to another officer. All we're doing is proposing not to move it to that officer, for it to remain as it was originally stated.
Okay, and they're the ones, bushfire
Yes.
risk and the South Rockhampton sewage treatment
Correct.
plant. Okay, thank you, Peter, and thank you, Cassane. Question, Councillor. I have a question from Councillor Kirkland and Councillor Rutherford. Councillor Kirkland.
Thanks, Mr Mayor. Sam, with the risk register, can you explain to me who, is it the officers that actually identify that they see that there's a risk here?
Correct.
And they want to obviously report on the level of risk and whether there's, in their opinion, the opportunity to accept that risk. We see that in a couple of instances.
Correct.
Even though it might be rated as a very high risk, there's no other options outside of that to move forward with that. Can you Councillor, is it that other departments might identify a risk that the office holder hasn't considered, or even that councillors might see that there's a risk somewhere that they perceive should be on that register? How is there an opportunity for that conversation to be had, or is it specifically locked in the way that we see it today?
The risk registers, if I just go back through a bit of history, when we, quite a number of years ago, what used to happen was there was a separate tab or Excel spread, because it's all being done through Excel. So the risk owner was given what was on their tab, and they were the only ones that could see that. And that's not good risk management. So what we have done over a period of time is amalgamated all that into one spreadsheet. So everyone can see everybody else's. So they have an opportunity, as they're doing the review, to say, something's caught my eye, I think I've got skin in the game on that one, and to have those conversations with each other. Again, some of the risks do cross over in terms of there's a risk owner, but the controls might be being managed by somebody in a totally different department, and the conversations should be being had between the risk owner and the control owner to see if anything's changed that would have a flow-on effect. So there is the opportunity there to do that. So if a risk owner, once they get the registers for review, if they happen to glance down and they go, oh, well, this one here, for example, I suppose, climate change, well, it sits at that corporate level, everyone has an opportunity to say, well, I'm doing something in that space which would help mitigate the risk to lower it down. Have I answered your question?
You have. What about something that's not already on the register that somebody might perceive should be on the register?
If it's not on the register, at the time of review, they have the option of putting new risks on. For example, quite often we get project risks that come on. So at any point that it goes out for that review, there is an option to put a new risk on the register. There's nothing to preclude adding risks to the register. Where I think the officers have some difficulty is understanding that your risk should tie to an objective, and quite often the question is more, can I remove the risk? And my response is normally, well, what's changed in the relationship between the risk and the objective? Does the objective still exist? If the objective no longer exists, well, then we no longer have that risk. So it's understanding the linkages to how it all comes together.
Thank you.
Thanks, Councillor Kirkland. And it's about the silos breakdowns.
Yes, and that's what we're trying to do. That's why we amalgamated all those single, I think we used to have something like 23 or 24 tabs,
Yep.
and they'd only look at
that one.
that. They now have the option of looking at the whole lot. Now, whether they do or not, I can't comment, but the option is there for them to do it. So if they know that there's something happening that somebody else has been assigned the responsibility for, they still have the opportunity to have that input into it.
Yeah, okay. Thank you for that explanation, Cassine. Councillor Kirkland, Councillor Rutherford.
Thanks, Mr Mayor.
Thank you, Councillor Kirkland, for your question.
Mine's probably similar lines. It's to do with the climate change.
Yes.
We have a lot of different points under that about what contributes to that item.
Yep.
And disaster management plan is one of them, and that's probably the one I want to focus, because a lot of these ones are really about how we help respond to climate change, whereas disaster management is when and if something goes wrong.
Yep.
And looking at our fires lately, and you know whether or not they continue to increase and get worse, and things like even heat waves. You know, it may be that we get significant heat waves and, you know, a lot of our elderly residents don't have air conditioning or the like. So under our disaster management plan, more specifically, are we targeting our responses to all of those issues?
It's something that we speak to at the LDMG meetings, and with the agencies that are there, they're all responding in that space because they're all aware of those climate risks and the changing impact from a combined agency response, and how they mitigate against that is what they look to through advice from other departments. So again, we're having a look at the bushfire area ourselves from council's perspective, but also working with the QFS about that one to make sure that we're both on the same page rather than having these silos. It's through that LDMG that we're working in that space. So. But even broader than that, there's the other councils in the area. So, say Livingston, we both got that common interest in that area. So then you go through the DDMG, the District Disaster Management Group, that has that oversight as well. So it's all being coordinated and put up from that ground level. But heat waves are something there that we've identified in our plan as something that's going to be a risk that we need to mitigate against going forward, and how we can respond to that in the future with El Nino and different weather conditions that can have different variances on our responses and our plan.
That's great to hear, Mr. Mayor. But when you look at what's happening in Europe with heat waves, and you know, we're yet to come into summer, and often, you know, when we have a disaster, we may not lose anyone through the disaster, but we certainly then lose people through the heat waves that come with those disasters. So I think that's something we need to certainly look at.
And our officers are going away to conferences, and there's that networking that they hear from other agencies across the state as well that provide that information back, and how we can better understand those risks going forward.
Yeah, and that all sits within that disaster management plan.
That's currently, it's a live document, and that's always updated and dealt with at those times as we adopt those. As it keeps moving forward, we adopt new strategies as that goes forward. Thanks, Councillor Rutherford. Further question, Councillor Kirkland?
Yeah, thanks, Mr. Mayor. It really relates to all of what's on the register through you, Mr. Mayor, to Casan. Just with regards to actions that have been identified, and we can see in the register here that some of those actions have been identified historically in time gone by, yet then in the far right column there's been no update to that. There's not necessarily, so are those actions ongoing actions, or are they specific actions that are meant to have happened? And it's kind of, I'm wanting to establish what the onus is. If we put in an action, we say these things can be mitigated, it's a high risk, but if we do this, this and this, then we can mitigate that risk. Yet 4 or 5 years on, it's still sitting there. What does that mean? Does that mean that it's those risks, those things are currently being done at a slow pace, those things haven't been done, they are still to be done? What does that mean for somebody looking at this register? What can you unpack?
So if we're talking about the future risk treatment column, because there's 2 columns, there's an existing control column, which is about, I think, column E, or we're talking about a future control column.
No,
so
existing control column.
Okay, so the existing controls are controls that we have put in place historically and currently, because every time the risk register goes out for review, the risk owner is supposed to be reviewing that these are all still in place and are working as intended. Okay, so the dates, if you see dates sitting in there, that could have been the date that it's been put into the column after the original document was adopted. So sometimes what happens is we've got processes, we change our processes, or we get a new process and we add that as an existing control. There are other instances where we've identified that we're going to do something and it sits in that future control column. and there's a date that says, you know, where we ask the officers to report on how the percentage complete against the date that they said that they were going to get it completed by. In the majority of instances, once that has been completed, that then will move to that existing control. So it's something now that we've done, it's there for a purpose, and we're reporting on that then ongoing, that it's still working as it was intended to do to help mitigate that risk.
Okay. May I use an example, Mr.
Yep.
Mayor? So, for example, the risk 308, which is basically the risk of landslip and rocks up on Pilbeam Drive,
Yes.
Mount Archer. Councillor Fisher's area there, he'd probably know the answer to this. Is the bank stabilisation ongoing, or is it something that's still to be done?
No, if it's in that existing control column, it's been done. That was the date that they told us, the officers told us that it was done. So then what would happen is when the officers are reviewing the risk, hopefully they're getting some ongoing reports on that bank stabilisation to say that yes, it's still in.
Well, that's what item 4 is, inspections.
Yes, so that's all tied together. So therefore the officers are saying, well, yes, the bank's still in a stabilisation. Otherwise they'd say, well, there's something changed in our environment that we need to do some more work on that. You know, we might need to get another project happening or some money, whatever, to further stabilise it.
Okay.
Does that make
It does. I was just thinking that if that's already been done, then why is it still in the high? But I get what you're saying. Thank you for your input. Thanks, Mr Mayor, for your time.
Okay, thank you. Councillors, there are no further questions to Cassand's report. Could I seek a mover and a seconder? Move Councillor Rutherford, seconded Councillor Smith. I'll put that. Those in favour? Those opposed? Motion's carried unanimously. We'll move on to our next item, 11.2, the schedule of meetings for January to March 2024. Hand over to you, Ross.
Thank you, Mr Mayor. We've just put up, this is a very, for the first part of next year, proposed schedule of meetings. It's a bit light on as we get into caretaker. We're expecting, while we're not definitive yet when caretaker people will be, we all, I guess the views that'll be late January. So that's why we've scheduled that meeting before that, and then we're just meeting our legislative requirements as we go along.
Ticking the legislative requirements, but understanding that caretaker
It's in
mode
caretaker
is coming in that space as well.
There's also planned,
Mr CEO?
Through the Chair, there's also planned in those let's say, the non-meeting days, there will no doubt be some briefing sessions as well that will continue on, where we can receive some guidance or give council some information as well.
Okay, righto, thanks, Evan. Councillors, any questions to that report? If not, happy to move. Seek a seconder. Councillor Latcham, move myself. Put that. Those in favour? Those opposed? Motion's carried unanimously. Councillors, we'll move on to our closed item session, which is what we're required to do for that one with the... And Councillor Smith, you need to step out for this one. Thank you. That's noted. Councillor Smith has left the room. Item 16, the project status update. That the meeting now be closed to the public to discuss the following items, which are considered confidential in accordance with section 254J3 of the Local Government Regulations 2012, as for the reasons indicated. Could I have a mover and a seconder with regards to that? Move Councillor Wickerson, seconded Councillor Mathers. I'll put that. Those in favour? Those opposed? Motion's carried unanimously. And that that meeting now move into closed session. Move Councillor Mathers, seconded Councillor Rutherford. Put that. Those in favour? Carried. Mather.
Taking the good with the ups and downs. I wanna see how the world turns round. Let's go adventure in the deep blue sea. Home is with you wherever with you wherever that may be.
Now that we've arrived here, I would not change a thing. Knew that we'd survive here and all the goodness we would bring. Of this I sing. Everybody swimming in sunshine, everybody feeling fine. Everybody join the front line, ain't nobody left behind. Everybody swimming in sunshine, everybody feeling fine. Everybody join the front line, ain't nobody left behind. Everybody swimming.
Taking the good with the ups and downs. I wanna see how the world turns round. Let's go adventure in the deep blue sea. Home is with you wherever that may be. Home is with you wherever that may be.
Now that we've arrived here, I would not change a thing. Knew that we'd survive here and all the goodness we would bring. Of this I sing. Everybody swimming in sunshine, everybody feeling fine. Everybody join the front line, ain't nobody left behind. Everybody swimming in sunshine, everybody feeling fine. Everybody join the front line, ain't nobody left behind. Everybody swimming.
Taking the good with the ups and downs. I wanna see how the world turns round. Let's go adventure in the deep blue sea. Home is with you wherever that may be. Home is with you wherever that may be.
Now that we've arrived here, I would not change a thing. Knew that we'd survive here and all the goodness we would bring. Of this I sing. Everybody swimming in sunshine, everybody feeling fine. Everybody join the front line, ain't nobody left behind. Everybody swimming in sunshine, everybody feeling fine. Everybody join the front line, ain't nobody left behind. Everybody swimming.
Home is with you wherever that may be.
Now that we've arrived here, I would not change a thing. Knew that we'd survive here and all the goodness we would bring. Of this I sing. Everybody swimming in sunshine, everybody feeling fine. Everybody join the front line, ain't nobody left behind. Everybody swimming in sunshine, everybody feeling fine. Everybody join the front line, ain't nobody left behind. Everybody swimming.
Taking the good with the ups and downs. I wanna see how the world turns round. Let's go adventure in the deep blue sea. Home is with you wherever that may be. Home is with you wherever that may be.
Now that we've arrived here, I would not change a thing. Knew that we'd survive here and all the goodness we would bring. Of this I sing. Everybody swimming in sunshine, everybody feeling fine. Everybody join the front line, ain't nobody left behind. Everybody swimming in sunshine, everybody feeling fine. Everybody join the front line, ain't nobody left behind. Everybody swimming.
Taking the good with the ups and downs. I wanna see how the world turns round. Let's go adventure in the deep blue sea. Home is with you wherever that may be. Home is with you wherever that may be.
Now that we've arrived here, I would not change a thing. Knew that we'd survive here and all the goodness we would bring. Of this I sing. Everybody swimming in sunshine, everybody feeling fine. Everybody join the front line, ain't nobody left behind. Everybody swimming in sunshine, everybody feeling fine. Everybody join the front line, ain't nobody left behind. Everybody swimming.
adventure in the deep blue sea. Home is with you wherever that may be. Home is with you wherever that may be.
Now that we've arrived here, I would not change a thing. Knew that we'd survive here and all the goodness we would bring. Of this I sing. Everybody swimming in sunshine, everybody feeling fine. Everybody join the front line, ain't nobody left behind. Everybody swimming in sunshine, everybody feeling fine. Everybody join the front line, ain't nobody left behind. Everybody swimming.
Taking the good with the ups and downs. I wanna see how the world turns round. Let's go adventure in the deep blue sea. Home is with you wherever that may be. Home is with you wherever that may be.
Now that we've arrived here, I would not change a thing. Knew that we'd survive here and all the goodness we would bring. Of this I sing. Everybody swimming in sunshine, everybody feeling fine. Everybody join the front line, ain't nobody left behind. Everybody swimming in sunshine, everybody feeling fine. Everybody join the front line, ain't nobody left behind. Everybody swimming.
Taking the good with the ups and downs. I wanna see how the world turns round. Let's go adventure in the deep blue sea. Home is with you wherever that may be. Home is with you wherever that may be.
Now that we've arrived here, I would not change a thing. Knew that we'd survive here and all the goodness we would bring. Of this I sing. Everybody swimming in sunshine, everybody feeling fine. Everybody join the front line, ain't nobody left behind. Everybody swimming in sunshine, everybody feeling fine. Everybody join the front line, ain't nobody left behind. Everybody swimming.
and downs. I wanna see how the world turns round. Let's go adventure in the deep blue sea. Home is with you wherever that may be. Home is with you wherever that may be.
Declan, you happy to move? Councillor Rutherford, second. Righto. Move, Councillor. Seconded, Councillor Rutherford. The officer's recommendation, I'll put that. Councillors, those in favour? Those opposed? Motion's carried unanimously. Councillors, thank you. Officers, we'll invite Councillor Smith back in to the meeting. We might have a... Councillors, there be no further items on the agenda. I'll declare the meeting closed. Thank everyone for your attendance. Thank you, and I'll close the meeting.
Now that we've arrived here, I would not change a thing. Knew that we'd survive here and all the goodness we would bring. Of this I sing. Everybody swimming in sunshine, everybody feeling fine. Everybody join the front line, ain't nobody left behind. Everybody swimming in sunshine, everybody feeling fine. Everybody join the front line, ain't nobody left behind. Everybody swimming.
Taking the good with the ups and downs. I wanna see how the world turns round. Let's go adventure in the deep blue sea. Home is with you wherever that may be. Home is with you wherever that may be.
Now that we've arrived here, I would not change a thing. Knew that we'd survive here and all the goodness we would bring. Of this I sing. Everybody swimming in sunshine, everybody feeling fine. Everybody join the front line, ain't nobody left behind. Everybody swimming in sunshine, everybody feeling fine. Everybody join the front line, ain't nobody left behind. Everybody swimming.
Taking the good with the ups and downs. I wanna see how the world turns round. Let's go adventure in the deep blue sea. Home is with you wherever that may be. Home is with you wherever that may be.
Now that we've arrived here, I would not change a thing. Knew that we'd survive here and all the goodness we would bring. Of this I sing. Everybody swimming in sunshine, everybody feeling fine. Everybody join the front line, ain't nobody left behind. Everybody swimming in sunshine, everybody feeling fine. Everybody join the front line, ain't nobody left behind. Everybody swimming.
adventure in the deep blue sea. Home is with you wherever that may be. Home is with you wherever that may be.
Now that we've arrived here, I would not change a thing. Knew that we'd survive here and all the goodness we would bring. Of this I sing. Everybody swimming in sunshine, everybody feeling fine. Everybody join the front line, ain't nobody left behind. Everybody swimming in sunshine, everybody feeling fine. Everybody join the front line,